In this video, we are going to look at how to locate citations in the PACE library databases, as well as creating works cited page references and in-text citations for sources you may find for your assignments.
Let's start on the QuickSearch tool and perform a search. Your results will open up in a new window. On each record, there is a Cite button. Click this button to open a new window where you can select a citation style, whether that's APA, MLA, Chicago. You can then copy and paste that citation wherever you need it. Note the hint here that says to inspect citation for missing data or formatting when copying and pasting. All of the PACE resource citations are created by a computer, so there can be mistakes, and it is definitely beneficial to check it before you use it in a paper. Let's look at how to locate a citation in a PACE database. Back on the library homepage, click on the Databases tab. Click on All, and then Academic OneFile, so that we can do a search. In this database, you will need to click into the source in order to locate the citation. We're now inside the article, and on the top right, you will see a Cite button. You once again can select which citation type you want and select it to copy and paste.
So what if we would like to create a citation for a source that we didn't find in the database, or we want to verify that the citation from the database is correct? We need to understand how MLA Style is structured and what the rules are. MLA Style was changed in the last few years to accommodate our information landscape with many interlocking source types, like videos on the web, articles in databases, etc. So rather than asking, how do I cite a book or DVD, MLA now wants you to ask, what information can I provide on this source using the list provided here? This is their new set of criteria for MLA Style. When creating the citations, this new list includes the pieces of information that you can provide about the source. At the bare minimum, it should be the author and the title of the source, and then there's additional information that describes the container where that source exists. So if I'm citing a book, I'm putting the author's name and then a period, and then the title of the book and a period. And the logic behind providing this information is for your readers to be able to find the information easily in your works cited page and then use that information to find copies of it themselves. Here's an example of a physical book we might want to cite. We definitely need the author and the title, so Murdoch-Stevens, Critical Environmental Communication. Then we only need two more items from the list that are important. The publisher, Rowan and Littlefield, and then the publication year of 2018. And we know the punctuation because it is at the end of each item in the chart. But what if the sources we find are within another container? We just created a citation for the print copy of Critical Environmental Communication by Murdoch-Stevens, but what if we read it on a Kindle or in a database? This is where MLA is flexible and provides an opportunity to include that information easily. So instead of Googling around for a format for how to cite a book from a database, which you can absolutely do, MLA's list now provides you with the guidance to create that on your own. We will add the two pieces of information at the end of our existing citation, which is the name of the second container, the EBSCO-host ebook collection, and then the link to the location of the source. We didn't need to provide that information in the citation for the plain print book, but we do need to provide it when it exists in a database. Let's look at another example. You need to cite this book that you found on Goodreads and then accessed on a library app. And what if you do prefer to just Google how to cite a book from the database? That's okay. I would recommend using a resource like the Excelsior Writing Lab, and I was able to just Google the name of the source. By following on the left side their menu for citation and documentation, MLA Style, and then MLA Works Cited, I select the type of source that I'm looking for, which is an ebook, and I can see that there is a format right here for an ebook. And I can turn our information into a citation using that template. So I could copy and paste that format onto the website and then plug in that information that I have here from the author, title, container, publisher, publication date, and location, and plug that into the template to create this citation down here at the bottom. And if you're unsure about a citation, you can always ask the librarian, someone from the Writing Center, or your professor to take a look at it for you before you submit your paper. Lastly, you need to use in-text citations to give credit for the information you use within your paper. In MLA style, the most common format is to put the author's last name and the page number at the end of the sentence in parentheses. So in this sentence, we can see some studies suggest that reaching a full 8 hours of sleep is critical for peak performance in students. And in parentheses, we have the author's name, Scullin, in page 64, where we can then locate that information.